There's no way in the world for people to twist this and think that we are attacking Manny Diaz the person, or we are attacking Blake James the person. But let me just explain something to you. When you have a job to get done, all right, you have to get that done. It just doesn't make any sense. You can't have a restaurant that has, you magically have, you got a five-star chef in your kitchen. Why does your food taste like crap? You have five-star rating as far as service on Yelp or Google, things of that nature. But when I come here, the service is crap. Who's the manager? Who's the owner? Who's running this right now? And this is why I'm saying we need to change the leadership ahead of Coach Diaz. Coach Diaz may go on and have a solid job somewhere else and do very, very well for himself. Maybe, okay? As some grad assistant may not, when I come on and I speak about these things, who's this guy? He thinks he knows more about Miami than the guy who's coaching the team. Take that as it is. All I'm saying here is we need to go and grab an athletic director who understands this job, has the ability to take on this job, wants to lean into the fact that I need to be able to rebuild this up from nothingness. Okay. And not only is it, of course, we want to focus on football because that's what I like. That's what we are here to speak about. Okay. But not only that, how are we going to be able to fund this? Okay. How do we work money? And the reason why a lot of us want to get Alonzo Highsmith is because when Alonzo Highsmith was working in the NFL, yes, it was head of player personnel, but he also worked with the funding. He was the middleman in between the player and the agent and the GM, the right-hand man to the GM at two organizations, the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. His job was to be able to help in the funding as far as before they get to the GM and he wants to sign them to this contract. So he spent years speaking with agents, going over funding. What are you worth and things of that nature? What are you bringing to the table? So if you bring that kind of mindset into the athletic director department, I believe it's a great transition as far as handling finances, Mark. He's going to be able to say, hey, we don't have the money for this. We can get the money for this. We can set up a gala for this, a fundraiser here. I know this guy when I was at Green Bay, huge Miami fan. I would love to reach out to him and see if he would be willing to help. Okay, not only that, but he has the connections at the NFL level to be able to bring some assistant coaches here to Miami. Again, at two separate organizations. So that's why I feel as though Alonzo Highsmith would be my number one. But he's also similar to Mario Cristobal as my number one. Yes, he is my answer, but there are multiple good answers, Mark. So it's not just saying that the Hosa one or Paul Scoopity or Cam Underwood or Miami Flow or any of these different angles that people are going to and getting different flavors. All we're saying is let's take the time to get this crap right. We're not saying fire everybody, blow it up, bring me in someone new. It's not just about that. Let's sit down and make sure we're getting this correct because we don't want to be doing this again in another 4 to 5 years. We don't want to do this again in another 9 to 10 years. All right. We need to take the time to see and let's discuss who and what we want to be, Mark. Do we want to be a program that's chasing the coastal? Do we want to be a program that's chasing national championships? Do we want to be a program that's on the elite top 3 to top 5 of college football? Or do we want to be a serviceable program that can field a solid team that goes out there and wins 8 to 9 games, every couple of years wins the coastal, maybe, maybe not, And we're out there just doing things right. Hey, we're going out there and playing solid ball. We get things together. We may not win natties. We're not Bama. We're not Clemson. We're not Georgia. But we're out there. We look good. It's something to be proud of. They could run out of the smoke at a solidly filled stadium. Okay. And we just go with it. I don't want to be the latter. I believe somewhere in the truth is a top 10 program year in and year out. Top five would be pretty tough early on. I'm not expecting us to win the Natty next year. That's unfair to believe that. Okay. That we could just hop into the national conversation next year. Unfair and unrealistic. What I'm saying is get a team. Let's work on being top 15 to top 10 right now. Okay. Let's work on and let's get someone in here that's gonna teach these young men the basics from the ground up. Let's get an athletic director in here that's going to go out and shake hands in this community and rebuild the relationship from the University of Miami to this community. Let's start there. If you got to spend a year or two at that level, that's fine. Okay. Mark, it would be amazing to turn on a Miami Hurricanes football game, a basketball game, and the football players are in the stands because they're here to support the basketball team. Them and their families, because we want to have a nice product on national TV because we're playing Duke and a lot of people don't come to this game. Guess what? The football players, the football coaches, and the football families are going to be here to support you all. Miami volleyball, Miami baseball. We're all going to come here and watch and be there to watch the basketball game together. And ESPN is going to pan the camera. Whoa, is that Cam Harris? Is that Jalen Knighton? Wow, okay. Miami's really pushing this you family thing, and we're all here trying to support each other. Do the same thing for baseball, do the same thing for soccer, whatever. Build that rapport from the ground up and how we want to get this done as a program. That's all I'm saying. In my opinion, let's start from the ground, but let's have a plan as to how we're going to execute this thing. And let's start from foundation, from there up. Because promise you, this athletic department does need to blow up, but these board of trustees and they want money, Mark. They want money, but they want to be taught how to do it because they don't know. Miami's never known. Okay, they have one in spite. So we need a football guy for football players. But we also need an athletic director that is a man of the people and that can come in and speak that language, look people in the eye, shake hands, and do business the old school way. Not over social media, not over Zoom, not take pictures and things like that. Who's going to come and shake hands? And another reason why I'm saying I would love Alonzo Highsmith is Mark. He spent the last 2 weeks doing that. Do you know where he was? Okay. This man was at the game the last 2 weeks, tailgating with the fans, bro. Shaking hands, taking pictures, talking to people, asking about their ideas, telling him some of their fans. Okay. Letting them know this is what I would like to do. I would love to be an athletic director here, and I want to get it done. Help me get it done.